Welcome to paceTV News. My name is Stella Ene-Iyang. As part of rescue operations following Wednesday's crash of a helicopter into the Lagos Lagoon at Oron-Shoki, 2 more bodies who were previously unaccounted for as of Wednesday were recovered Thursday. This brings the official death toll to 6. The other 6 passengers who survived the accident are reportedly receiving treatment. Officials are yet to release the helicopter's manifest, saying all family members will be contacted first. paceTV's correspondent Seun Awoyemi reports that the aircraft belonging to Bristol, an oil company, was returning to Lagos from an oil installation in Ondo State.
The helicopter plunged into the lagoon few minutes to landing behind the Oron-Shoki police station. Some residents praised the pilot for not allowing the troubled helicopter crash into the crowded residential buildings around. The state and federal search team responded swiftly and were able to rescue 6 of the passengers alive, but could not save 4 others.
And we learned there are about 12 people on board. The rescue operation is still on. About 6 people have been rescued. They've been taken to the hospital. We've found some that are dead, about 4 of them.
The search for 2 of the 12 missing passengers continued as the officials informed the people that more rescue teams will be joining them.
We just asked the Navy to deploy their special boat service, which are specialists in search and rescue, 24 hours.
Operators of the helicopter have made no official statement or manifest about the passengers on board, but reports have it that most of them are employees of an oil servicing company. Oluwaseun Adisa reporting for paceTV News.
Still on the Bristol helicopter crash, and according to the General Manager of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, Michael Akindele, the 2 bodies which were recovered, a Caucasian and a black male, were recovered by a team of divers who combed the lagoon early Thursday. Meanwhile, officials of the Accident Investigation Bureau, AIB, who have commenced their probe into the mishap, say the helicopter's black box was yet to be recovered as at Friday morning. The spate of road accidents, especially within the Lagos metropolis, is becoming more worrisome. The accidents, which have occurred between January 2015 till date, have always been linked to reckless driving, overspeeding, as well as drunkenness, amongst others. paceTV's Muinat Oladipupo, an eyewitness to a recent accident which occurred on Tuesday night along the Ijegun-Jakande Express Road in Lagos, filed this report.
A fatal accident has occurred along the Ijegun-Jakande Gate Express Road late last night, leading to the death of a woman. The Ford bus belonging to a flour mill company rammed into a tricycle, popularly known as Keke Marua, with the plate number APP 421QC at Foursquare bus stop in Isheri-Osun area of Lagos State, while trying to avoid hitting a young girl who was standing by the roadside. The woman who died in the accident, popularly known as Mama Zainab, was one of the passengers on board the Keke Marua at the time. Sympathizers who recall the last moment said she was last seen at a grocery store situated in the Akimbosutu area of Isheri-Osun. It will also be recalled that a few months back an accident occurred on the same road, leading to the death of 3 siblings.
Nigerians in Lagos have been reacting to the alleged go-slow syndrome of the present administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. Those who spoke to paceTV say the president should not be distracted from his current crusade against corruption in Nigeria. paceTV's Muinat Oladipupo tells the story.
During the last electioneering campaigns in Nigeria, several promises were made by the candidates of the leading political parties to the electorate who eventually voted in the All Progressives Congress to occupy the central seat of government, while both the PDP and the APC share the federating units. Since President Muhammadu Buhari's inauguration as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in May this year, some Nigerians, especially those from the opposition party, have been agitating for swift delivery of the dividends of democracy.
Well, the Englishman says slow and steady wins the race. So I know that Baba, it's not as if he's slow, he has to take a step at a time. So we believe that it's working, and we can see the work already. PHCN has improved, just as in the improvement is been awesome, and the crackdown on the terrorists has been good. for a while now. So it's really goes slow, but the going slow is being steady, and that's the most important thing.
I would say we've known Buhari to be the kind of person he is from onset, and I would just encourage people to just hold on, to exercise that patience which he has been preaching to them, to just hold on for him. With what we are seeing him doing now, we know they will do a lot.
For me, it's not advisable to say let him do everything in a haste. Going steadily, he was going to discover a lot of things. Part of things he has discovered are the loopholes of funds that were mismanaged. Now, as much as he goes steadily, he's going to discover many things that in the long run, we Nigerians are going to benefit from those things. So for me, going slow, steady, and we have results. Tops up for him.
Some of them also spoke on the effect of the unavailability of strong and independent structures and institutions in Nigerians' governance.
In those days, we had these structures on ground, but our leaders who have come since then, let's say from the 1970s till now, has messed up a lot of things. That we are growing up, we don't really have anything to actually hold on to. So maybe what Buhari is trying to do is to go back to those old ways, but before you can actually go back to those old ways, you need to study what is now, because a lot has really gone down. And Nigeria is a blessed country. Nigeria is one of the countries that is the most powerful in this world. We have resources, we have the men, we have everything.
Our president, we are loyal to him, and he shouldn't forget that we need food. Even if we keep arresting these people, fine, it's for our own benefit, but we need to eat. Yeah, if we don't eat, we cannot be able to see what he is doing. So I think his first priority should be the welfare of the common people, how to bring food to the table of a common Nigerian.
We have structures, but they are not enforced. Now, another thing is this: we don't have structure. We only have people that are put in a particular cubicle to write on paper and get fund into their pocket.
It will be recalled that during his official visit to the United States of America, President Muhammadu Buhari acknowledged the fact that his administration may be slow, but was quick to add that he will go slow, steady, and eventually win the race to deliver good governance to Nigerians. I am Winat Oladipupo for paceTV News.
You're watching paceTV News. Next is business news. Stay with us. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, through its permanent secretary, Mr. Sonny Echonu, has disclosed that Nigeria's locally produced wheat can now compete favorably with the imported ones, courtesy of the development of 2 major seed varieties by the Lake Chad Research Institute. Mr. Echonu, during the first annual general meeting of the Nigerian Agribusiness Group, NABG, stated that the country had always imported wheat because it could not be produced economically due to the fact that the cost of wheat production per metric ton was higher than the selling price. He also noted that wheat production has received a major boost as a result of the support of millers under a policy introduced to boost self-sufficiency in rice production, which he said would also be deployed for wheat to boost local production. According to Echonu, the seeds are now available to farmers at a very subsidized rate of 80% by the federal government. The cement company of Northern Nigeria PLC, CCNN, a subsidiary of the Bubar Group, has declared a profit after tax of 1.918 billion for the 2014 financial year, which represents an increase of 23.05% compared with the increase of 1.559 billion recorded in 2013. The chairman of CCNN, Abdul Samad Rabiu, at the company's 36th annual general meeting on Thursday in Abuja, disclosed that despite lower cement sales recorded in the last quarter of 2014, mainly due to pockets of unrest in the business market, the company's focus on efficiency and strategic investment resulted in steady growth this period. Adetutu Adegbaigbi, an investment research analyst at Meristem Securities, projected that CCNN's figures for 2015 could show a profit after tax of 1.94 billion, as an increase of 1.93% higher than 2014. This is Space TV News. Next is sports. Stay with us. The league management company towards curbing capital flight from the nation's football industry to overseas revealed that it intends to work with the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) and the National Sports Commission (NSC) to push the federal government for the enactment of a legislation by the National Assembly that will make it mandatory for Nigerian companies entering into sponsorship deals with European clubs to pay some percentage of the net worth of the deal to the domestic league. The semi-final matches of this year's Men's Federation Cup competitions will hold at the Kakadam Stadium, Katsina, and the Moshood Abiola Stadium, Abeokuta, on Wednesday, the 19th of August 2015. The brand new Kakadam Stadium in Katsina will host the clash between five-time champions Enugu Rangers and Lobby Stars of Makurdi, and in Abeokuta, Nasarawa United at Lafia will slug it out with Akwa Ibom United of Uyo. You're still on paceTV News. Next is entertainment. After this break, stay with us. Five-star music artist Skibi Mayana is dead. Skibi was said to have collapsed in his sitting room this morning on his way out. The cause of his death has not yet been announced yet. Only yesterday, he and his label mate Harrison were at different radio stations promoting their label. He was only 22 years old. A Nigerian actor has made history as the first black man to portray the iconic James Bond. David Oyelowo on Thursday emerged as the next James Bond following long-standing rumors that Idris Elba from Britain is in line to replace the current Bond, Daniel Gray. Though Oyelowo's performance will be heard rather than seen in an audiobook, he is currently considered the official James Bond. Mr. Oyelowo, who is also a producer, director, and a writer, played supporting roles in many movies like Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Middle of Nowhere, Lincoln, and many more. And that has been the news on paceTV. Once again, my name is Stella. Thank you for listening.